Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time since I've seen you guys. I have been struggling to find a balance between my life, work, school, and filming videos and reading. I have been reading, which kind of leads me to the point of today's video. I've been reading a lot, in my opinion. I've been keeping up with reading pretty well, and so in order to treat myself for not falling behind on my reading, I've been kind of buying a lot of books recently. So here's our stack for today. It's a pretty big stack. I honestly, seeing these all together make me realize that I kind of have a bit of a problem. A lot of these books are a collective haul from the last month or so. Some of them are gifts, some of them I bought with gift cards. So it's a little bit of like a collective haul, but I don't think I've gotten many of these outside of like the month mark. They've just been sitting on my TBR, and I realized that I had so many that I wanted to show you guys and kind of update you guys with what is going on to my ever-growing and expansive TBR. Alrighty, so I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books for you guys. I don't remember what order I got them in, so I'm just gonna go in order of what's closest to me. Starting off with what I bought today, I went and used my gift card that I got for my birthday at Barnes & Noble, and I got 2 books, and those books are Animal Farm by George Orwell. I was supposed to read this in, I think, high school. I think I got a little bit like through it, but then I never picked it back up and kind of just bullshitted my way through all the assignments I had to do for it. But with what's going on in the world, I've definitely been wanting to not only just reread these books, these banned books, these detrimental books in our society, I also just want to own them. So I was passing by and I saw it, and I was like, I don't remember it ever being that short, so I do think I can see myself reading this in the near future. But yeah, I want to like kind of slowly grab these books. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get them all from Barnes & Noble for, you know, exact price. I'm probably gonna need to like thrift a lot of these ones, but definitely want to grow my banned book collection because of the scary things going on in the world right now. But I do remember this one being kind of good. I think you just couldn't pay me to read a book I didn't want to read in that time when I was in high school, so I do think I'll like this more now. And then I picked up Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young. I loved the first book in this like little duology, which is another book that you'll probably see right after this. But I've already finished it, but I literally just got it like a couple of weeks ago, so I really enjoyed it. I loved Hannah Bonham Young's writing, and I'm really excited for this one because it's about, I think, high school sweethearts, like finding your soulmate very young. And for someone who is still with their high school sweetheart, like coming up 5 years, I kind of want to see like a fresher perspective. You know, the meet cutes are adorable and all that good stuff, but it's also, I think, refreshing to read a romance where they've been together for so long. So I'm very excited about this one. And then, like I said, I bought Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young like a couple weeks ago. I've already read it. I ate it up. I read it really fast. It was so good. You'll get more in depth of it on my reading wrap up, but genuinely, like, I don't know why I've waited this long to read one of her books because I was literally giggling and kicking my feet within the first chapter. I loved the characters in this. Accidental pregnancy is normally not for me, but I ate this one up. And then I bought Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. I've been seeing this on some of the like book Instagram girlies that I follow's Instagrams, and I couldn't like get enough of this cover. I know it's a movie, and so I'm kind of excited to read it. It's also short, which is great. It's a series as well, but seriously, like, this cover is just giving everything. And then I picked it up and I read the back and I was like, I'm gonna read this, so got that one. Next, a big chunk of this haul is from Valentine's Day from my boyfriend. He got me a little book bouquet for Valentine's Day, and so first we have Expiration Dates by Rebecca Surley. I don't know too much about this one. I have heard of it, and I've heard of people really liking it. I've just never been gravitated towards it, but now that I have it, I'm definitely gonna read it because it looks fun. And next, he got me Night Shift by Annie Crown. Again, I've never heard of this book. He said that it looked like something I would like, because I tend to gravitate towards sports romances. Also, I didn't realize when he got me this, but apparently it's a Wattpad book. And it's so funny, but he said he got it for me because the basketball player falls in love with a bookworm, and so he said that that might be fun. So yeah. Next, he got me Betting on You by Lynn Painter. He knows how much I love Lynn Painter. This is like one of the only ones I don't think have read by her yet. So he knows how much I love Lynn Painter, and so he grabbed me this one. I've been dying to read this one. I don't know why I've never picked it up for myself, but I'm definitely excited to have it on my TBR now. I loved how Valentine's Day this like cover is. Like he has little heart pajamas on, and the cat has a little heart spot. Like he literally he said he didn't mean to get these books because of the color scheme, but I kind of think he ate down, like seriously, he ate down the color scheme. If you know me, you know I love Lynn Painter. YA is a very touchy subject for me. I hate cringiness. I have a very low level of like cringe susceptibility. As soon as a book is cringe, I'm putting it down and I'm DNFing it. But Lynn Painter is so good at writing YA, so very excited to read this one. This one's a little thick, which is kind of crazy for a Lynn Painter book. And then the last book he got me is one that I've been looking at and eyeing for a while, and that is Tangled Up in You by Christina Lauren. I do really like Christina Lauren. They are amazing authors. They wrote one of my favorite books, Love in Other Words. I've always eyed this one because apparently I think it's like a Tangled retelling. Tangled is literally one of my favorite movies. She's also my favorite Disney princess. Me and Shane watch Tangled literally all the time. So this was a must, and he finally got it for me. I literally pick it up all the time. I just have never actually like bought it and pulled the trigger. So I'm very excited to read this one because I literally live and breathe Tangled. I love Rapunzel, so I'm excited to see like the differences and how they connect like the movie and like the fairy tale into this romance book. Next, I have The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. I picked this up on a whim at Target because I haven't ever bought the second book. I think I read the first book a couple of years ago and I loved it. I don't know why I never picked up the second book. I'm thinking it has something to do with them being printed in hardcovers, and I was waiting for the paperbacks, but I saw it at Target and it was really cheap, so I got it. I do think I'll be picking this one up really soon because I haven't been in the mood for like a really deep like world building fantasy, and I think Stephanie Garber has done a great job with that in this little trilogy that she has. I've been honestly thinking about the first book a lot, which is weird because I read it years ago, but I loved it, and so I'm super excited to get back into this, and I finally have it for whenever I am mood reading and want to pick this up. Next, I have First Time Caller by B.K. Borson. You can tell that it's currently my current read right now for Valentine's Day. When you're seeing this, February is almost over, so I'm excited to get done with this one. I needed this book just based off the cover. I've just recently got into B.K. Borson's book. If you watched my 24-hour readathon Christmas edition, you know that I really loved Love Light Farms. I love her writing. I think it's like so perfectly like mixes rom-com-y but also like kind of poetic and like just super sweet and like heart melty, if that makes sense. So I had to get this one. It just came out a couple weeks ago, and I'm really loving it so far. You'll obviously get a more in-depth review of it later. I know that this is going to be kind of like I think a standalone series, kind of like you see some of the characters in this one, and then I think the next one will be about one of them that we see in here. It's called the Heartstrings series, and basically it's just named after this radio show, and it's kind of like Sleepless in Seattle vibes. I've never seen Sleepless in Seattle, but that is apparently the vibes that it is giving. I'm really enjoying it so far. It's a dual POV, and yeah. My next two books I got at a brand new store that I've never went to. I traveled up to San Marcos to get a tattoo a couple of weeks ago, and we stopped at Books A Million because I saw it there on the way there. And I've always been wanting to go to a Books A Million. I didn't know that there were any in Texas. I see them all over TikTok and stuff. But we stopped and it was an experience at best. It's so much better than Barnes & Noble. Like, I'm actually really jealous if you live by Books A Million because the selection was crazy. They had so many indie books. Like, I just like want them to build one near me because I just need it. Like, they had so many good sales. They also had a lot of like cute like bookish gifts, I guess. I wouldn't say that Barnes & Noble carries a lot of like bookish merch, if that makes sense. They had a lot of really fun, cool things, and we explored that store for a very long time, and I left with 2 books because they were buy one, get one half off. The first book I got is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I've been dying to read a Kristen Hanna book. I didn't even care which one. I just want to read a Kristen Hanna book so bad. I Want to Be Destroyed. I'm pretty sure this is like one of the first ones of hers that blew up. Don't quote me on that, but this is probably like the one I've been wanting to read the most, but in my opinion, it didn't matter. I just wanted to get my hands on one. So I thought buy one, get one half off. Like, I might as well. I didn't realize this is really a thick book, but I'm very excited to just twist up my emotions with this. I know a lot of Kristen Hanna's books are notorious for being gut-wrenching, and I feel like sometimes you need that. Like, sometimes you just want to pick up a gut-wrenching book. It's like when you're like sad and you play like folklore because you want to be more sad. I feel like that's gonna like be so good. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. And then I went around and around the buy one get one half off table for literally like probably 5 minutes trying to find another book. I had first picked up the Tangled book and Shane was like, don't get that one. And so then I kind of knew what my like Valentine's Day gift was, but after I put that one back, I landed on Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I've been seeing this everywhere. It looks really freaking cool. It sounds really cool. I think it'll be right up my alley. It literally says, a world with no hunger, no disease, no war, no misery. Humanity has conquered all those things and has even conquered death. Now Scythes are the only ones who can end life, and they are commanded to do so in order to keep the size of the population under control. That sounds so cool. It is a series or like a trilogy or something like that. I'm honestly really, really excited to get into this, and I might read it in the near future. Like, it sounds so cool. It sounds right up my alley. So yeah, I did that to get the buy one, get one half off. Would recommend Books A Million if you are near one. So yeah. Ugh, okay, I gotta do an outro. Alrighty guys, that was it 12 books that I got? I don't remember. That is the 12 books that I've been collectively hauling. I have absolutely no room on my TBR cart for these. I've noticed that I have a bit of a problem and probably need to go on a bit of a book buying ban for a little while until I shape this out and get rid of some books that I probably am not gonna read. But I'm very excited for this. Nothing brings me more joy than shopping for books, which is like really sad, especially now that they're like $20 a book. But this is quite impressive. This is probably like the biggest haul I've ever had. I know it's like accumulated over a couple of weeks, but like genuinely, like this is kind of crazy, and I'm realizing, like I said, that I have an issue. I think I'm gonna go on a book buying ban after this, but it's fun. It's fun for me. It's my hobby. And I wanted to show you guys. So let me know if any of these books are on your TBR or on your buy list. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm so happy to be back. I am, fingers crossed, gonna be posting a lot more soon. So go ahead and like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.